So, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Let's talk about it. Oh man, where do I start? Um, First of all, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be reviewing the highly anticipated Aquaman 2, starring Jason Momoa as Aquaman, Patrick Wilson as the Ocean Master, and Amber Heard as Mera. Now, I just want to say before I start my review that they did a good job because when you make the first, when the first Aquaman came out, everyone was really excited. The movie made like $1 billion, and everyone wanted to get on the DC hype train because they thought it was heading the right direction. And usually when they make second parts, they try to make it more. They fail to make it twice as exciting and twice as epic as the first one. But in this movie, they just completely went for it, and they kept their word, and they made it twice as bad as the first one. They succeeded at that, I'm telling you. So yeah, okay, first of all, the story. I mean, this movie did not have to be made. There was no point in making this movie whatsoever because it didn't fit anywhere. This was just a movie that was just made for no reason, and it didn't make any sense. And Jason Momoa was, he looked cool as Aquaman, but he wasn't. You could tell he was just playing the same character from Fast 10, so it wasn't really that exciting or interesting to watch in any way. Now, coming to the costumes, Ocean Master looked pretty okay. He looked pretty good. Aquaman's suit was twice as bad as the first one. The orange, the comic book outfit just wasn't doing well at all. It just looked like a costume, like a muscle costume. It didn't look good. Amber Heard's costume, though. Now, jokes aside, this movie wasn't that good. The story didn't make any sense. It didn't have to be there. The ending was so anticlimactic. There were certain points in the movie where I just almost fell asleep. It wasn't even that interesting. And I am a hardcore DC fan, and this was just very disappointing to watch. I love both Marvel and DC, and I try to look at the positive side of these movies, but this was not it, you guys. This was just absolutely terrible. Now, but Patrick Wilson, on the other hand, did get jacked for this movie. I mean, he looked good without a shirt. I can tell you that much. Jason Momoa, he has a very rare genetic luck where he just looks good in all the shots, except for sadly the one where he was wearing the orange suit wasn't looking good at all. Black Manta. Now, the villain of this movie needed to get a black trident in order to kill Aquaman and his family, and in order to avenge his father from the first one. Now, the story of how he got the trident and all of that wasn't interesting at all. It was just hard to watch at some points. It was just really boring. Oh, and another thing I wanted to get out of the way is a lot of people was constantly asking me, was Amber Heard in the movie? Was Amber Heard in the movie? And yes, she is. She's there in the movie. She's there in the whole movie from the start till the end. Overall, I would give this movie a 2 out of 10, and that is just because this is the last movie in the Snyderverse, and after this, there's no more Snyderverse coming out. The post-credit scene the mid-credit scene was really not that great. It was just some stupid joke. There was no post-credit scene, and the ending was just very anticlimactic, and this was one of those movies where you would just not care to watch. After watching it, you would realize that it wouldn't have mattered if I didn't see it. So it's one of those movies, Overall, 2 out of 10. Not that great of a movie. Snyderverse is resting in peace now, and let's see what the new DCU of James Gunn how it's gonna be. So yeah, stay tuned for more reviews and rip Snyderverse. So thank you for watching this video, and if you enjoyed, kindly subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.